This week on The Truth, we're doing a little doe management, along with visiting the Savage Arms Factory in Westfield, Massachusetts. Last summer, the Savage team invited us up to build one of the new Mountain Hunter Impulse rifles. This is a good time to be shooting some does. The bucks aren't moving. We're right in here in a good bed type area. We got thickets all around us. So this ought to be a good afternoon. This is my new Impulse 308 rifle. It's a straight pull. That's all you do if you want a quick shot. You just pull it back after you shoot. You don't have to go up or down. Just pull it straight back, shove another cartridge in, you're ready to go. So I'm excited. I'm tickled to death, and I got to build this rifle myself. That's why it's so accurate. It's accurate anyway, but building it yourself, that makes it extra special.
Primos Truth About Hunting is brought to you by Bushnell, Savage Arms, Mossy Oak, Onyx Hunt, Hornady, and Primos Hunting. Speak the language.
Jason Harris, Slade, and myself catch a plane north to Massachusetts. We arrive at the manufacturing facility and meet up with Chris Pazina and Beth Shermansky and get a quick tour of the facility.
Well, hey guys!
Hey, how's it going? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Been a while.
Welcome.
Hey, Beth.
Hey, Jimmy. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You guys, this is Chris Mazina.
Hey, Chris.
How you doing? Chris Pazina, pleasure
Yeah,
to meet
Jimmy
you.
Primos. Nice
welcome.
to meet you.
Welcome.
Jason Harris,
Welcome
nice to
Sa-
meet you, Chris.
Hey, Jason, welcome to Savage.
Pretty excited to be here. This place is awesome. Just walking in the front foyer and seeing all the history you guys have got lined up around the wall. Can't wait to learn more.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, you get a chance to walk through it. You really see all the, just the heritage and all the products we made over the past, 120 plus years. It's pretty cool for sure. It's actually a real great thing for us to remember when we walk through the door every morning to kind of see all that heritage, and it kind of, rejuvenates us as to why we come in every day.
That's awesome.
Well, that's great. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what all y'all got going on. I was here several years ago. I was very impressed at that time, but boy, y'all made some big changes since then.
Just a couple.
Yes, yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Will you give us a tour?
Yeah, it'd be
Absolutely.
great. Happy
Yeah.
to.
All right, let's do it.
Next order of business is meeting up with Mr. Wayne Criderville for a quick tour of the rifle building process.
We start with raw billet steel. The barrels are 18-foot bars. All of it is 100% made in America. We will cut the barrel to length. We will gun drill it. We will ream it. We'll taper it, and we'll put the crown on it. It'll then go through the process, the next operation of straightening. Once it goes from straightening, it'll go in and it will have the chamber put in. The next step after that would be a quick polish on it and a wash, and then it goes into stock. Once that barrel is complete, they'll swing it, setting the headspace. When the receiver gets to get mated up with the barrel, we have a go gauge and a no-go gauge. The go gauge will go into the chamber, the barrel lock nut will go on, then the receiver is screwed on, and the bolt is actually coupling around that gauge. So that bolt head is a floating bolt head, which again is unique to Savage thing. Once those are mated up, it's checked, the bolt opens and closes, no problem. The operator will then remove the bolt, he'll put the no-go gauge in, put the bolt back in, and the bolt should not close. If the bolt doesn't close, the headspace is set and it's good to go. It moves on to the next operation. So once that's swung up and the bolt is complete and matched to the barrel, that bolt assembly now has to stay with that action. It cannot go into any other action. When we do the serialization, the last four numbers of that serial number will also be etched onto the bolt, so when the operator gets it or the consumer gets it, the last four digits they need to look at to make sure the bolt matches the receiver, and that bolt is the one that belongs to that receiver, so it's safe to operate. Then it'll go after that to a shot blast operation. They will roll stamp it. and we will also take it and bring it over to black oxide. It'll get black oxided. The ash will then have the trigger put on, the stock. Trigger will be set depending on if it's accurate trigger, if it's 1.5 pounds, 2.5 pounds, it'll be stocked. Once it's stocked, it'll go into the range, we will proof function fire it, and then we will function fire it. Once that's complete and it passes through those tests, it'll then go over to be serialized. Once it's serialized, it'll be packed up and then shipped to the warehouse, and after that, it goes out to the customer.
After the tour, we got hands-on with the Savage team, building our new Mountain Hunter Impulse rifle. It was pretty impressive seeing the innovation, knowledge, and experience in action. Just a really enjoyable experience.
My rifle's built, ready to shoot, right?
Yes, sir.
And don't we have a range here?
Yes.
All right, you got some bullets?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. I can't wait to shoot it. Send a round down range. Look at this, Wilbur. Look at that. Eat your heart out, Wilbur.
This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Matthews Archery, Black Gold, and Ripcord.
I could really see the passion in you that you have for Savage and its products and the pride that y'all take. Tell me a little bit about what y'all have going on and what we're going to do today.
Sure. And you know, definitely there's so much history, so much heritage of Savage, as you said, over 120 years ago. Just such innovations like, the Model 99 rifle, that's just pretty much what started it all. Stevens actually invented the 22 long rifle, back in 1888.
He invented the cartridge and did a rifle.
And did a rifle in 1888. So that's kind of what started the 22 long rifle right here in Chicopee Falls, Massachusetts, which is pretty exciting. And you keep going forward, Savage got into the handgun market back in the early 1900s. So they were definitely a player and made handguns through, I think, 1920. Made Thompson machine guns and the 50 BMG machine gun for World War II to help our troops. And then going on through till, 21st century here, Savage really came out with some really cool innovations. What started it all next year will be the 20th anniversary of the AccuTrigger, but we also don't lose sight of our roots, which is the Model 110, the bolt action rifle. And we continue to improve that as well. The 110 action is such a popular action because of how we set headspace. And it's one of the things that, really has set us apart and really what has elevated the 110 to the prominence that it has today is that, it's really that gun that end users can swap barrels out, can really, do some customizing to that's very easy to do. The key element of that is how we set headspace. As you know, the Savage is known for having a barrel locking up. We're able to set a true minimum headspace, which means we can put a headspace gauge in, tighten up that barrel and lock nut and receiver assembly to get absolute minimum headspace. You're taking tolerancing out of the equation, and every single rifle is built like it was hand fit every time, very efficiently, very affordably, and the results speak for themselves with the accuracy of our products. It's really a testament to the people out there, their commitment to the quality, their pride in everything that they do. We have a number of people who have been here 30, 40 plus years that we're really proud of, and they do such a great job of bringing up, all of these employees as they come in. They really wanna transfer their knowledge and their skills and their passion to our employees. Because so much about, working here at Savage is really being passionate about the product. That's not something you learn in school or anything else. That's something that you feel, and our employees, feel it, and it's really cool.
Oh, that's impressive.
We've been really fortunate because we're bringing in, younger, newer employees that have a lot of enthusiasm. We have a number of different training programs that we offer our employees, so that way they can get the skills that they need, from CNC machining to assembly, to, you know, various, you know, finishing operations and shooting and whatnot, to really give our employees, you know, the training that they need to, you know, to really build a quality product. I mean, even so much that all of our employees go through, you know, we send them out to the range so they can shoot our products and they can understand the products that we make, so they can really, you know, get that buyer's experience and get that user's experience that can flow back into the product that we make, and you know, the consumers are seeing the result of that. You know, when you put all this stuff together, it's so exciting. We've come such a long way, you know, over the past 120 years. And as we start looking ahead, we're really investing in our employees, we're investing in our facilities, and we're investing in our products that really gives us a bright future. And we you know, we're really excited about what's in store for Savage.
Well, you know, there's a lot of changes going on in the firearms industry now. So many firearms companies are not here anymore, and so it's really neat to see what y'all have planned and how far ahead you're looking in the future. So Savage is going to be around for a long time.
Yes, sir.
Well, this factory, gosh, there's so much history here. We're kind of in the welcome area, you know, where visitors come in, and I'm surrounded by all, you know, this is living history. These guns here, and they start off 1894?
1894. So when you first walk in our lobby, we've got guns dated back, you know, Stevens and Savage, from the 1890s, and it's kind of a museum within itself.
You go
just
through,
showcasing everything.
Yeah, you go through like Spanish-American War, World War I, World War II. Savage actually made Thompson submachine guns in World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah, made a lot of them,
Yeah.
and very high quality guns too. And wow, right on up to the future, and now the Impulse and all these other new products, and I'm blown away.
It's fun. Like I said, we've got a great team behind it. The product development pipeline is full, you know, and that's really what we drive ourselves on, is that innovation. If we can't make something better for the consumer, let's not make it. Let's solve a challenge we have, and I think that's what our team is really driven by, is continuing to bring new products to market, but also solve those problems.
All those different areas, you know, this made barrels, this rifle barrels, this guy straightened barrels or ensured they were straight. You have a firing range in there. But just talking to the factory workers, and some of them have been here 30 years or more.
Yeah.
Wow. And just listening to the pride and everything that they take in working for Savage, and it's great.
Absolutely.
Very inspiring.
Like I said, we've got a lot of that history, a lot of that heritage, and it's fun bringing in new employees, younger employees, who get to learn from some of those that have been here 30, 45 years. And that passion really just bleeds down into the products that we produce.
Yeah, well, I tell you, management team, very impressive. A lot of passion, dedication there, a lot of hard work I know goes into pulling this all together.
Like I said, we've got about 5 years of solid product development ideas in the pipeline, and we're excited to keep working on it.
Rifle, shotgun, handguns, that's everything.
It is.
That shows you're here to stay.
Absolutely, and we're not done. That's the fun part, is there's segments we're not in yet that we're planning to be in, so the future's bright.
I am so excited. It's a few months later, and we're back home at 5 Mile. And it's time to send some rounds downrange and get these impulses dialed in.
Maybe the rain will hold off. We're here at 5 Mile at the deer camp. It's a few months since we've been up at Savage at the factory, building our new Mountain Hunter impulses. And today, we got our scope mounted. We got our scopes mounted. And so today we're gonna sight them in and get ready for deer season. Jimmy and Jason and myself, we had a great time up there with Chris and Beth and Wayne and everybody up at Savage. So super excited about these rifles. Get some targets up and get ready and shoot these units. 100 yards.
All right, you ready?
So what you got going here? You got it bore sighted, or you sighted in at the house?
Would you mind being quiet just for a few minutes, okay? Just be silent,
We gotta
okay?
give viewers the full experience.
I am fixing to shoot my Savage Impulse Mountain Hunter for the first time. And this is a special time. So I don't need you flapping your gums, okay? I'm really excited about this rifle. Jason and I and you, unfortunately, went up to Savage and we actually built our rifles. And so that's pretty cool. Savage Factory is a great place, and man, have they got it going on.
Well, hot until just about an inch left and about 1, 2, 4, 5 inches high.
Set her up.
Well, I'd say she's dialed, Jimbo.
I think so, yeah.
This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Ozonics and Tight Spot Quivers.
It's been great having Savage for a sponsor all these years. I mean, I love their rifles. I've shot many of them, and they all shoot great. Very accurate. I love this AccuTrigger, and because you can adjust it yourself down to about 1.5 pounds, I think is what they say. I've got this one set on about 2.5, a little under 3 pounds. All the features are almost making it a custom rifle. And now they've come out with the Impulse, which is a straight pull type action. You don't have to lift the bolt up and pull back. It's so fast. You just pull it back and shove it forward, and you load the next round. I mean, it's pretty incredible. This has got the carbon barrel, proof carbon barrel. I mean, all these features that you see in a lot of custom built rifles for 5 times the money that you pay for this. I mean, you can't ask for anything better. After our trip up to Savage, I gotta say, I'm very happy to finally be hunting with my new rifle. We've only been in the blind for about an hour, so I'm just checking some of the cameras here at camp on my Bushnell app when all of a sudden Justin spots a deer.
Deer in a row. Kill it.
Good.
That was quick.
That didn't take long.
Tell me about the hunt.
The hunt? Well, we're just getting situated. Well, she, we came in here to shoot some does, and it's still early. We figured this would be a good area, a good spot. It's a bedding area. We're right close to it. It's a great time to shoot our does. So, and my new Impulse rifle, first shot, she's flopped just right there on the side of the road. So we got time to shoot another one.
That's right.
Look. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, that's a big doe. We came in here to shoot some does with my new Savage Impulse rifle. And we shot one. We hadn't been in the stand 5 minutes. Shot one big doe. I think she's laying. Yeah, she's laying right there. She went about 50 yards. Yeah. Won't be too hard for you to drag her to the road. I don't imagine. I try to be considerate, you know. 2 big does down. New Savage rifle, Impulse, straight pull, 308 Hornady ammunition, 165 grain CX bullet. Bam! Another big doe. I think this one's a little bit bigger than that second one we shot. I'm glad she's closer to the road than that other one we shot. It's been a good afternoon. All right, come on.
Go get something to eat now.
Well, after you help me, well, yeah, I'm feeling a little poorly. I tell you what, you drag her to the road and I'll cover you.